Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise.
Good morning.
Oh, that's right.
Good morning.
Somebody's been working with their intros and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
I like it. I haven't been around to see them all and stuff. I was impressed. I like it.
Thank you very much. Yep. Had to change it up, do some fun stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, love it. Love it. With that, man, how are you guys doing today? You got Hillbilly in the house who's been having the most irritating audio issues in the world. Like he said he could choke a Smurf.
Yeah, literally.
Choke a Smurf purple. We have Lone Wolf.
Oh.
That's right, Lone Wolf. And then we got the evil Tibalt.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
He serves the one and only Tibalts.
That's right.
You know how SpongeBob is in the kitchen? Like everything he does is for the mighty Krabby Patty.
Yeah.
That's how Matt Saxon is with Tibalt.
Yes.
Brewing up
There's
those
always something evil to be served up.
That's right. Anyways, so today we're gonna go through a deck tech. That's
Cool.
the plan for today. We're gonna go through Tiamat and talk about it. And I made sure it was updated. I found out the one card I pulled out was for another board wipe. So a board wipe for a board wipe.
That's a good exchange. You probably should have pulled out one board wipe, put two in. That's the real way you should have done it. But you know.
Oh yeah. Yes.
One for one or more.
That's right.
Don't give him ideas, Tibalt.
But yeah, it's crazy. So we're gonna jump into that shortly.
Oh.
But we got the normal stuff we got to do. Like the normal stuff like this.
Card of the day.
Ooh.
Yes, a card that is really good. We got Teamer Ascendancy. Teamer Ascendancy is a really good card. It costs a green, blue, red. It is Teamer colored, too true to its name. It's creatures you control have haste, and whenever creature you control with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, you draw a card.
So good.
Nice.
Yeah, so good. In fact, when Dragon's deck was coming out in Tarkir, this jumped up to like $20 at one point. It dropped down since then, but that's how many people are eyeballing this card for the Teamer deck.
I can see why. I mean, gives all your creatures haste. That's good.
And draws you cards.
And draws you card. That's even better.
Oh, yeah. So good. So good. With that, my friends, Teamer Ascendancy should be on your list of cards. If you want to buy it, buy them pretty good because it's pretty solid. It's going to be around for the rest of Magic's life.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that, we're going to get to the picture of the day. The picture of the day is, boom. Sometimes we just want to dress up our coffee and live in it.
Oh, yeah.
And the bottom portion of that, you can read that. That's really a stinger for the morning.
Sweet morning dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
All right. For you 80s buffs out there, I hope that song got stuck in your head. Donna. Sweet morning dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Traverse the world and the plains walking. Everybody. Looking for something. All right.
Now that you're saying it, yeah, I do realize that's a song. It did get me at first.
Right? Yeah, I wanted to play with it. Play with the idea of getting a song in people's head. Because it's the morning. That's a good time to get songs in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get them stuck in your head so they're there all day long.
That's right. All day long. And with that,
I need some good old music in my life right now, especially since all the dang on trouble I'm having.
yeah. Hope you get that fixed for tonight. Fast enough to play some Commander.
I'm gonna try.
You're going to try it. But anyways, really quick, I want to thank all my members of the channel for doing what you do. You support the channel very well and help me grow. Same with my subscribers. Everybody subscribes. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button if you want more content like this. But, you know, I want to thank you guys through a clip. I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do. All right. Woo. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, people who do all of the stuff you do. You guys rock. You guys rule. But now, I know, by the people watching, there are people who want to see what's in this deck. Yeah. Let me go crazy with it. Well, the name of the deck on Architect, and that's where I go through, is called Dragons of the Jank. That's because when I first started building this deck, it was a janky deck. But now it's a bracket 3 deck. This deck costs about $580.78, which I don't know where the estimated deck cost come in this, because I promise you, I didn't purchase a lot of these cards, and a lot of people didn't give me cards. Like sometimes people donate cards to the channel for my decks. No, the most expensive card I bought was $30, and that was just a small grip of a cheap card. So they're saying around $600 you can have this deck. The salt sum is 35.94. Pretty cool. It is Commander legal, but it's a bracket 3, not a bracket 4. All right. So we got Tiamat as the commander of this deck. All right. I'm supposed to be able to click on you, aren't I? All right. Well, I guess Tiamat doesn't want to be selected. Tiamat costs 2 generic and Ruberg. Let's see. Can I do that? Let me refresh the page. Maybe that needs to happen. All right. Like I should be able just to click on the cards. There we go. There we go. The advertisements want to pop up. All right. Tiamat costs 2 generic and Ruberg. Legendary creature, Dragon God, flying. When Tiamat enters the battlefield, if you cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that have different names. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle.
Nice.
Yes, this guy gets you a grip. And I love it. I love it.
So what's your game plan with this deck? Do you have a certain strategy you're looking at to just cast Tiamat as quickly as you can? Or do you let other dragons run interference first?
So, no, I don't play interference. The point of this deck is to control the board growing up, or try to build my board state up so I can play lots of dragons. Because dragons are expensive to play. I mean, like a 6-7 mana cost. I got 15 dragons in the deck, and that's a chunk of mana cost. Like, let's look at the mana curve down here. Right? My 2 drops, there's 10 2 drops, so there's a lot of like dedication and ramp and stuff. 14 3 drops. But then you look at the long game of the mana curve, you got 6 drops, you got 6 7 drops, and 7 8 drops. There's a high curve on this deck. Now, looking at the mana curve, you're like, oh, sounds good. You got 10 you got 24 2 and 3 drops. That's pretty good, which is solid. But when you realize from turn 4 on out, it pretty much negates that. Because you got 7, 11, 21, 25, 25 cards that are more than 2 and 3 converted mana cost, above 5 converted mana cost. And that's not including 4. So I did my best to even out the deck, and I'll show you. Because like when I deck list on Architect, I will sometimes create my own. Sometimes I'll create my own bracket, or not bracket, but like category, like board wipes. I create my own board wipes category so people can see the board wipes in the deck, because they like to put board wipes with removal, and I want to show there's a difference between board wipes. And you look at the board wipes in this deck. You see that fancy number there? Quantity 9.
Oof.
That's a good start.
Right?
To be honest, I'm trying to slow down myself and to pull back on that, but we'll talk about that more later.
Yeah. So you got Austere Command, Blasphemous Act, Crooks of Fate, which is the card I replaced for the All Is Dust, because this protects my creatures. You got Damnation, Life Begets Death, Farewell, Ingrick's Wait, Merciless Eviction, and Wrath of God. Now, the reason why there's so many board wipes in this particular deck is because I need to slow you guys down, because you guys are way too darn fast for this deck. Way too darn fast. I'm telling you.
Yep. So it's 9 counters we need to have to go against you between all 3 of us.
Right. That's a lot.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You seem to have a lot of spot removal too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, removal is important, because there's so many strategies out there that go nuts. So we got Anguish of Making, exile target non-permanent. We got Dreadbore, which I might take out for a 3-drop. I'm thinking about putting Vindicate in the deck, because I really need to have the ability to target a land, since players in the play group have proven that land destruction is a necessity in these games.
I wonder whose fault that is.
Yeah. It wouldn't be anybody named Tortoise.
Yeah. Tortoise.
Right. We got Generous Gift that can destroy land. Whoop, whoop. We got Imprison the Moon that can pause the commander. Inevitable Defeat, because I really wanted this card for this deck for no good reason. I mean, it costs 4 mana. It can't be countered. It destroys target non-land permanent. And hold on, I messed that up. It destroys target non-land permanent. Its controller loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Which that life swing has helped me in games, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
We got Maelstrom Pulse. Destroy target non-land permanent and other permanents with the same name, which is good against tokens and heir apparent kind of decks. We got Mortify. I think it's funny they put this in removal, but I think I put this card in it for the flavor of dragons than the story than I really did for anything else. Is a Nicol Bolas Planeswalker. He's removal. He destroys target non-creature permanent or gains control of it.
Oh.
Yeah. But he's expensive mana cost wise. He's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I could literally swap him out.
Does that gain control until end of turn or
It's permanent control.
Oh.
So it's destroy target non-creature permanent or gain control of target creature.
It's probably dang gone good there.
It's pretty good, but he's really heavy in the mana cost, I promise you. You got Putrefy. And we got thanks to Cane Checker, Ugin Eye of the Storms. We got Ugin, the Spirit Dragon, another Cane Checker thanks card. This came out of a trade when we did. I didn't realize he was going to send me the Ugin Spirit Dragon. And Utter End. You notice a lot of my removal targets non-land permanent, or just non-land permanents in general. That's good. Wink, wink, good. The only game changer in this deck, and it's only because I actually had a copy of it before it was spiked up in price, was Gifts Ungiven. Gifts Ungiven.
Still not a bad price on it.
Yeah. But it was literally a 50-cent card before it became a game changer. And,
Wow.
And unbanned. Yep. But let's look at our draw section. Oh no, our draw is kind of low. Too bad our commander doesn't fetch up 5 things from our deck. That's literally what it is. Like when I was building this deck, I was struggling with the draw ability of it. Then every time I played Tiamat, I'm like, there's a full grip there. I'm like, I don't need to worry about draw in my deck too much. But there is particular draw in this deck. There's draw on a board wipe for later on. Then there's draw here. We got Elemental Bond. Whenever a creature with power 3 or greater enters, draw a card. You got Grook's Uprising. Creatures power 4 or greater enter the battlefield, draw a card, and creatures control have trample. Nice. You got Sensei's Divining Top, which is really good for top deck.
Yes, it is.
We got a Sylvan Library. You'll try to not destroy my Traxa deck to get this card. So sad. And Up the Beanstalk. Woo woo. Up the Beanstalk's pretty good for since all your dragons are converted mana cost 5 or greater. Yeah, and we got haste engines, everybody. We're running haste engines, and if we can get them, that's good. We got Fervor to give all your creatures haste. We got Frostcliff Siege, where it lets you choose to give all your creatures +1/+0 on haste, or whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So if you have Fervor on the battlefield and play Frostcliff Siege, you can be safe saying Jessica. You got Lightning Greaves. Equipped creature has Shroud. You got Rhythm of the Wild. Gives your creatures Riot. And they enter the battlefield. Non-token creatures enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter or haste. So if you have a haste engine on the battlefield and you play this, you can just play this to pump up your creatures, which is solid. You got Swiftfoot Boots. And the card of the day, Temur Ascendancy.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I'm starting to realize I need to follow your example here and play more generic good stuff.
Yeah.
Looking at like Temur Ascendancy, like that's just going to be good for every creature that comes on the board instead of looking for specific situational things.
Right.
I feel like I need to go through my decks and maybe look at it with that lens of like what cards could be in here helping all the deck instead of, well, just by example, the boots go on one thing and maybe that's whatever, maybe something that gives benefits across the board, more anthem effects.
Oh yeah. I get you. Yeah, like I do a lot of generic things because they're pretty cheap. and trust me, cheap can be powerful. Really quick, I want to catch up on chat because I couldn't see chat on the other screen. We got Cane Shaker. He says a Deck Tech morning show. Interesting. Nice. Taco Tony.
What's up?
Tony, what's up? Yeah. Says, it's good card draw. Tribute to the World Tree. Yeah, that's a good one. Expensive, but good.
Yep.
I like it. All right. Now the lands. I'm going to just not really care about the lands because you guys know how lands work. The coolest land I want to note though is we got Crystal Quarry in here. This was a gift from Cane Shaker a long time ago. You pay 5 mana, tap it to add Wooburg to your mana pool. So if you need a mana fixing for your commander, it's there on that card.
Nice.
All right. But all right.
I'm going to put you on the spot real quick.
Yeah.
How roughly do you know offhand how many of those come in tapped?
A lot
Because
of
you've got Wooburg in there, so
yeah, a lot of my lands come into play tapped.
okay.
And I got a couple lands. I'm going to upgrade the deck a little. I got 2 shock lands in my bundle from Edge of Eternities. I'm going to throw in the in this deck to help go there. But we got cards like Clifftopper Cheat that can come into play untapped. We got lands that come into play untapped if you have fewer other lands. So it's a mix of what cards can come into play on tap.
Have
But I
you
do
found that
run
to be a stumbling block, or do you usually have enough removal that buys you time for those lands to come online?
All right. So the honest question or honest answer is I never really have an issue with it because the way the tri-lands come to play tapped, yes, but they fix my mana, and they fix my mana perfectly most times, right? So by turn 5, most times I have enough colors to cast Tiamat besides the color stacks. So that's what I try to work with. And I do run a couple cards since in here, like Maelstrom the Spirit Dragon that taps for any color for dragons. And I also run where is it? Haven of the Spirit Dragon. You're right. And I do care about my dragons. Because what I want to get to is my ramp section now, because this will kind of answer your question.
Okay.
There's 11 ramp spells in this deck. That's a lot for me. 11.
Wow.
Right? 11. We got Arcane Signet, of course, because you need that in this kind of deck. We got Chromatic Lantern. We got Dragonstorm Globe. We got Expedition Map. We have Farseek. We got Herd Heirloom, which taps for a mana of any color to spend on creature spells. We got Orb of Dragonkind that taps for a mana. You pay 1 and you add 2 mana of any one color or any colors of your choice. So mana fix 1 land to 2 land to play on creature spells or dragon spells. We got Soul Ring. We got Thran Dynamo. 3 Visits. And Wayfarer's Bauble. And you know what the interesting thing about all my ramp is? About 90% of it costs 1 and 2 mana.
Interesting.
Nice.
So you really see that I'm pushing to not only fix my mana, I'm fixing to ramp my board state so that slowness that my lands give me are no consequence most of the time. Even though I won't lie, Orb of Dragonkind and Herd Heirloom have hurt me in some special cases because they can only work on dragon spells in this deck or just creature spells, but dragon spells in this deck because all my creatures are dragons. That really lets me not play Imprison of the Moon if I need that blue or Inevitable Defeat, you know. But that's here or there, very few, far between, because Farseek searches for my triumphs. So does 3 Visits. Expedition Map will search for any land in the deck and put it in your hand. And Wayfarer's Bauble is just really solid. And then notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my mana fixing spells are colorless.
Nice.
That's by design. That's not a fluke or an accident. I just know when you run a 5-color deck, even though you're trying to fix your decks, you need that colorless aspect so you don't rely on having a certain color to do what you want.
Right.
And another thing for those people watching, you'll notice a chunk of my removal is multicolor, like black, white, red, black, green, black, white, black, green, and black, white. That lets me know the mana I need out when I'm fixing for removal. Same with my board wipes. All but one of them are black or white. Telling you like what I need for my board wipes is black or white on the board. You know, Blasphemous Act being the red one. Everything else being black, white, and the other one that's weird that's black, but it's blue green. Death Begets Life. Now, the fact is, when you're running a multicolored deck, it's easier to run multicolored spells in a multicolored deck than it is to run a card like Austere Command. Austere Command takes 2 white pips. You're not guaranteed to get that as much as you are to have one of every kind for Death Begets Life. So Damnation's tough to get to play. Crux of Fate's tough to play. Wrath of God is tough to play. But Merciless Eviction is easier to play. And Greek's Wake is tough to play. Farewell is tough to play. So knowing your removal is mainly black white, you can put an emphasis on that when ramping. Which is, I don't know. I like I'm telling you my secrets here.
So let me ask you then. Give away some more of those secrets. Oh man, God damn it! Sorry. The question is, somebody didn't want me to ask you. The question is, are you doing your ramp simultaneously, or no, are you choosing your land card, your land base simultaneously while you're building the deck, or do you throw the deck together first and then try to build the land according to build your land base according to what is in the deck?
So when I put my land base together, I look at my mana curve, and we had a show on the mana curve a couple days ago. So if you want to go back and watch that, it's really good. I fix lands for what I want. You know, you obviously run command tower for all your lands. You know you need white, but you want another color, red, because a lot of dragons run red. Is the top retreat. But I run Glacial Fortress as well. But I run 2 basics. I run whatever I can to fix the land I will need the most. This deck's heavy in black and white and green. If you understand, Abzan is the main focus of this deck, and I just need 2 other colors to play everything in my deck. I need to play everything according to my deck to fix to my ramp and removal. Like, my ramp and removal is extremely important because I got a Tarka World Render, which is red green. I got Bloomvine Regent, which I use for ramp more often, but sometimes I'll cast them. I got Croesus the Purger. I got Dromar the Banisher. I got Dromoku the Eternal. I got Lathless Dragon, which is an all-star. I got Miriam Sentinel Worm, which is an all-star. I got Numat the Devastator. Land Destruction. Ojutai, Soul of Winter. Yes. I got Old Nodbone. Scavenger Regent. Board wipe on a creature. And Teneb the Harvester. And while I look at these cards, and you notice they're all mixed. Like, I got 2 Teamer Dragons in the deck. Didn't I show? Oh, my dragons are not fully upgraded. I need to upgrade my dragons because I do have both Urinis in this deck. Oh, that's crazy.
So getting down to it, because I haven't used Archidec and I haven't. My process is obviously very different from yours, so that's why I keep asking and so on. So, do you, to get accurate numbers when you're looking at your spread, when you're looking at your deck stats and stuff, do you throw in just generic lands as placeholders to give you your colors, or do you literally build it by putting in all of the cards that you want to play first and then do your mana base?
So when I built the deck, I built the creatures and spells first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I built the creatures and spells first, and I went and broke down 2 decks for the land. Broke down 2 decks for the land alone. Like there's a handful of tri-lands in here from the original tri-lands, Nomad Outpost, Mystic Monastery.
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Shrine, Crumbling Necropolis, to fix the mana, because you need that mana out there. But then I went and looked through what I had for the dual lands, like Blooming Marsh, and if you control 2 for your other lands, enters untapped. Same with Blackleaf's Cliffs. And then I got Zergoff Triumph, which is important. I got some untapped lands. You have my Coast. Temple of the False God, because the ramp. I got Spar's Headquarters, so I can search them. Searchable lands. Like, one thing I looked for when putting lands in the deck is Forest Triumphs, because I have 2 cards. I search for forest cards in the deck. So I really went around looking for certain searchable things, or things that can come and tap, like the Razor Verge Thicket. A lot of my early game stuff a lot of my early game lands that I can possibly get my hand come into play untapped early game. So that was my main thesis there. I do run a Rafine's Tower.
Okay. That's searchable too. Nice.
Yeah. Prairie Stream, which is searchable, but it's just tapped. But like I said, I got two shock lens I'm gonna throw on the deck. I got the black-white one and the blue-black one. All right, hold on. I'm trying to upgrade this deck live really quick.
Well, I'm going to say really quick while you're doing this, one of the main differences, and this comes down to how you approach this stuff. So much of what I do is upgrading of decks, whether they be precons or maybe other decks that other people have. So a lot of times I find myself in the position of simply upgrading as opposed to building from scratch, which is something I want to work on. I want to try to get better at. So that's why I'm asking why. Because a lot of times I start out, the mana base is already there, and then I find myself improving it, which is probably backwards to the way I should do it. Especially with playing more games or whatever, I should probably be building from the mana base outward to make sure that I get a chance to play the cards instead of getting cards, getting frustrated, and then going back and fixing it. So that's why I wondered. It's a little bit different process than what I'm used to seeing or doing. So that's why I was wondering.
Oh yeah, my land decision in this deck was purposely done because I knew there's lands I want that are going to come play tap no matter what. The land perfection, perfect land cycle, and I purposely went through. I purposely went through the idea of the idea of early land and fixing, because they got to be able to fix my lands. And yes, and sorry, my brain just got sidetracked because I was looking for a card. But yeah, so my lands were methodically chosen for the colors, and that was based off of my ramp and my removal, green, black, white. And so my hopes is to get that out quick. And I hope to get into the mana fixing where I can get to the point where I'm drawing cards and stuff to get my 2 pips worth of cards. Yeah. Hold on. All right. Any of you guys got questions?
Only about 1 million.
Oh, well, you can ask them.
I don't want to keep hogging all the things here. Anybody else have a question? Or maybe I'll write them to Hillbilly so Hillbilly can ask them. It doesn't look like it's all coming from me.
Well, you got Taco Tony here asking, have you thought of using Dragon Storms?
Dragonstorm. I thought about it, but it is also super expensive. Like mana cost wise, and Dragonstorm's mana cost wise. So thank you, Taco Tony, for the question. I appreciate the question a lot. Yes.
Cyber Connect also had a question.
What's that?
Why does this deck look nothing like the Tiamat that got sub-18 at the INVI Invitational, I guess?
I don't know. Why does the Tiamat look like a particular thing? I don't know.
I think what they were trying to say, why does it not look like the deck?
This is the handcrafted deck. Like, this deck's completely handcrafted, like made. All right, hold on.
In other words, it's a budget deck.
It is a budget deck for sure. Yeah.
Build with the card that you got.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, TCG dude?
Quicken. Oh my gosh, I don't know anybody else that uses Quicken.
Ooh, Quicken.
Cool.
All right. So all the dragons. See, you got all the dragons on this list. So I got Yatarka, Bloomvine, Corrosis, Dromar, Dramoka, Lathless, Miriam, Numat, Ojitai, Old Gnawbone, Scavenger Regent, Tenant the Harvester, Unity the Unity the Written, and Unity Serenity. Okay. It's all the dragons here. Alright. Just want to make sure. So I didn't see them there. So Unity the Written is the most expensive card in this deck that I got. That I purchased.
Ooh.
He's worth every bit of it. And so the Urinate Song of Ending. Yes, this is completely handcrafted, made out of jank. That's why it's called Dragons of the Jank. But yeah, I appreciate you guys' questions. You guys are right. Not a bad thing, but kind of makes me want to promote my TCG Player store on Instagram or something. Shrug. All right. My Tiamat deck, Cyber mentioned, was handcrafted for the CDH Invitational. It was certainly budgetless, focused on sacrificing Academy Rector as fast as possible. Oh, nice. That's not bad. Nice. Here, Dragonstorm brought some enchantments called Dragonstorm. Have you ever thought of those? Yeah, that's what he's asking for. Hold on. I got Dracogenesis. Dracogenesis I run. Dragonstorm I know there's a dragon creature with storm, which is kind of hard to play in this deck because there's a lot of expensive dragons in this deck.
Yep.
But so that's why I got Dracogenesis as a possible win con. Because there's been times I didn't cast my commander until Dracogenesis was out. So I play Dracogenesis, play my commander for free, tutor 5 dragons, and slap them on the battlefield.
Yeah. I noticed you have 10 board wipes in this instead of 9.
Yep. There's a secret board wipe in the deck. Yep.
I slided it.
We also run Call of Spirit Dragon. That's for flavor. Creatures control of indestructible. That's maybe grab keep for each color on a dragon. Put a +1 counter on that dragon. So good.
Is that the one that ain't the one that board wipes, is it?
No.
I thought Call of Spirit Dragon was the one that board wipes. There's one like that does.
Regent's the secret board wipe.
Yeah.
You know why he's secret? It's because he's tutorable.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need to get you a Dragon Tempest.
Yeah. Dragon Tempest would be cool, but I don't know where to put that in the deck right now.
It needs to find something that'll say exile all dragons from all graveyard, from all decks.
Look at that. K-Checker's honestly surprised. What? SFT's using board wipes? I never thought.
Yeah, right. They don't call him like board white king for nothing.
Yeah. So the point of the deck. All right. The point of the deck is to play dragons. Right? Simple as that. Play dragons. And be methodical. Atarka gives your dragons double strike. Bloomvine Regent is a dragon, but it's mainly a sorcery speed. Kind of a worse cultivate. A worse cultivate. Because he searched for 2 basic forests. But Bloomvine Regent is tutorable with Tiamat. So that's why you get him.
Right.
You got Croesus the Purger, which I like. I would. This is probably one of the dragons that are replaceable if I got another dragon for it. Whenever Croesus the Purger deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 3. If you do, choose a color. Then that player reveals his or her hand and discards all cards of that color.
Cool.
Which it's done some damage before. You got Dromar the Banisher. Whenever he does combat damage, you pay 3. You can choose a color, return all creatures of the chosen color to the owner's hands, which is good. Removal. It's kind of a board wipe. Dramoka the Eternal buffs up your dragons. Lastless Dragon makes dragon tokens. Miriam Cineworm doubles your legendary dragon tokens creatures for sure. Yeah, Numat the Devastator, which destroys lands on combat damage. You got Ojutai Soul of Winter, which whenever a dragon attacks, you tap down a creature and it doesn't tap during the control's next untap step. Pretty good. You got Old Nodbone, an expensive card, but I had this card forever and didn't realize it.
That's such a good card.
Yeah, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, create that mini treasure tokens. Yep. Scavenger Regent, board wipe on a stick. I hardly ever cast this dragon as a dragon. I tell you what. You got Ten of the Harvester, which when it does combat damage, you pay 3, recur a creature from your graveyard and put it on the battlefield. Yeah, Urini the Unwritten, who helps put dragons on the battlefield. Yeah, Urini the Song Unending, which deals damage equal to the lands of control. And you got Varash the Hunter, who likes to get big and buff. So you gotta play your dragons to your demise, not to your demise, to your plan, and they all help each other out, or they all do something cool. And board wiping. Yeah.
So this might be asking too much, and if it is, you don't have to say it. But what are the weaknesses of the deck? Are there any weaknesses, or did you try to shore them up?
So, well, I think when we build our decks, we try to shore our weaknesses up. The biggest weakness of this deck is depending on removal a lot. And this deck really hurts when you don't have one of your 6 haste engines on the battlefield. Because, like, it's cool to have Lightning Greaves out, but that only gives one creature haste. When you slam the board with a couple dragons, you want something like Fervor. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 legitimate haste engines on the deck. Swiftfoot Boots and Lightning Greaves are protection and haste, but those are single target effects. So this deck is really slow on creature attacks. You know,
but you got enough board wipes and removal probably to get you to the mid game where you can put the dragons on the field.
That's where you want to go. And the only game changer in the deck is Gifts Ungiven, which oh my lord, I had some guy, not going to mention names, let me keep a farewell off Gifts Ungiven.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, didn't think I wasn't going to play it.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw the entire game, but I think I tuned in for that one play.
Yep.
Where they said, I didn't think you were going to use it. Yep. Oh, man.
And like I honestly said, I honestly told him, I said, I put farewell in that grip, so maybe you'd give me Irini. You know, like get rid of that, keep Irini. But oh my lord.
Well, sometimes a choice between a bad choice and a worse choice. So sometimes you get stuck between the two.
Game Shaker, good old Ojutai the Dragon. Started it all. Started a relationship, a conversation. That's right, Game Shaker. But yeah. So the focus of the deck. Play basic Magic. There's no tricks up the sleeve, right? You have your board wipes, you have your removal spells, you have your ramp. You're just playing fair Magic. And look, I know in a game there's tons of board wipes in this deck. Doesn't mean I have to play them. I've won this game of Magic with this deck by only casting one board wipe in a game. Yeah, one board wipe. That's pretty solid. So yeah.
Are you finding that the games, because that's something else that I've tried to do, and not that you're necessarily doing it here, but you just said it. You said it's good, fair Magic. You've got a very narrow, focused plan. Mm-hmm. Are you finding that's working better for you? I bring that up because I'm finding that going into my decks and stripping out some of the outside cases, some of the cards that are very niche, I'm finding that replacing those with more straightforward tactics is doing better towards getting me towards that end game.
So, with this deck, my win rate's been about 60%.
That's good.
I'm not going to say higher than 60%, but in a bracket 3 game, it's won a handful of games. I've lost a couple of games, but I won more games with this deck so far.
Well, I mean, if we're looking at it, everything being equal, like your win rate should be like 25% or something. So sounds like you're well above that.
That's right. So it's been pretty good. Pretty good. Now, everybody else I usually play with have more sophisticated decks that do things.
Yep.
As you see in this list of 12 removals, I can get rid of some of those things. So yeah, that's what I try to do. And no, this deck's not the best deck. It definitely gets hindered when playing a tier 4, playing against a bracket 4 deck. Like it definitely shows its weakness there.
Is it a deck that will still win if you can't get your commander on board?
Oh yeah. Tiamat is really good. But like
Not a necessity.
I've won by playing hard copies of the card, by hard amount of costing the cards. It's just really fun when you have Draco Genesis out. I've only played the game once where I got Call of Spirit Dragon out. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there's definitely ways to win with this deck without playing the commander. The commander just likes to speed things up. Why can't Draco Genesis be a dragon enchantment? Come on. But anyways, still good.
Well, it was a dragon enchantment.
What? No, it's
Oh, it wasn't.
yeah, it's just an enchantment.
No. I'll let you play all your creatures for free.
Yep, that in this deck it lets me play legitimately all my creatures for free. Which there's only 15 creatures in the deck, so you can tell I'm really hard pressed to get in my, because look, I got less creatures than my removal altogether.
What's up, Core?
Core. All right, my friends. Any other questions or thoughts you have about the deck?
We disassembling it.
Now that you built it, what will it take to get you to take it apart and get rid of it?
Right. Funny. All right. Taco Tony says I have a deck that doesn't need commander on board to win. That's right.
Yeah,
But anyway,
that should be all the decks.
all right. So what do you guys think about what do you think about the deck tech as a video, as a stream?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I think the time went by quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, do you think that you think you want to see more content like this in the future? Let us know in chat. Let me know here on screen. Like, you like going through decks? Like going through decks for sure. Well, you're on screen. You can say yes.
Oh, I do.
I'm always up for a good deck tech. In fact, you and I need to record one here coming up soon.
It's I need a time shifted Ur Dragon. I'm too broke for time shifted Ur Dragon. I want that. I want the future sight Ur Dragon. That looks pretty cool. But I can't get Commander in a Box or whatever the thing is. Anyways, yeah, cool. All right, my friends. Woo, that was the deck tech of the day. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Like, it's obviously easier to do a Commander deck tech when you know the deck, you play the deck, you play against different people with the deck. In fact, it's the deck I'm playing tonight for Commander. And Tibalt.
I think I hear what you're asking there. I don't think I'm going to be there just yet, but starting next week, I think. Well, I don't want to commit to anything, but I will say I absolutely want to join you guys very soon for a game.
Oh yeah. K-Checker says could be a somewhat regular show, Deck Tech Thursday. We could definitely do that.
Yeah.
I wanted to try something different. I honestly did. I wanted to do something different for the algorithm. Right, but with that, my friends, boom, it is time to get to listening.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the crew.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Oh, whoa, everybody. We're off in the shill section, the thrill section, the part where we start telling you where you can find us individually, except Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf is all alone.
Oh,
Poor Lone Wolf.
bad.
He's been the quietest one on the show. He could have said,
Yeah, he has.
He's maybe plotting your demise or how to dismantle your deck in the game on spell table.
Core, make the tortoise deck. Well, tell Wizards of the Coast to make better tortoises. Like I got some good tortoises that I want to put in a deck. I just need to get stuff for a deck for it, and I'm not tearing apart a deck for a tortoise deck. But anyways, with that, my friends, let's get to the shill section. Let's start with Lone Wolf.
All right, everybody. Thanks for having me on. I know I've been quiet, but I gotta save it. Gotta save it for the end here. I want to show support for Tortoise and hit his channel and his website, and Hillbilly and Tortoise. We got to get you up to 1,500 subscribers. Let's get it. Let's get it there.
Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's get it up to 1,500 subscribers. Love it. Now, thinking of the evil, mad, disgusting, evil. How many times can I say evil to tell you he's evil?
You don't have to tell him I'm evil. Just let him find out that I'm evil in the game. That's right. You can find all my stuff on darkritual.site. There's a blog there that has various insights that I don't necessarily share on camera. So there's interesting stuff to read there. You can find my Instagram there, where that's the best way to keep up with what's going on a daily basis. The TCG Player store is there. The Arcane Nexus is there if you want to figure out how to use a card. There's a little bit of everything. So just go to darkritual.site. That's where the chaos comes together.
The chaos, it comes together. And let people see your beautiful face once again. Look at that. Look at that. Award-winning. Award-winning. All right. With that, we're going to roll over to Billy, and I'll put your links in the chat.
Well, I don't know how to shield today because I'm having issues with my OBS. So hopefully if I get my issues solved with OBS, I'll do a stream. If not, then I may not be able to do a stream till tomorrow. Well, I do got a lot of stuff to do to get it back right. And we got to get it right. Man, that's all I can say since I'm having these dang gone issues. Dag blag it.
All right, everybody. This is Super Fast Tortoise. I want to thank you. Leave in the comments your thoughts about the deck and what you would improve the deck, or if you like the deck, and see how maniacal the board wipes are. Because board wipes are a tool in this deck. They legitimately are. That's why I was okay with putting that many board wipes in a deck. I promise you, I don't put that many board wipes in all my decks. Oh, and I didn't realize there's a kitty cat right there. Kitty cat. All right. Anyways, I want to thank you all.
It's about 10 board wipes.
I want to thank you all for being on part of the show, on the show, in the chat. Keep the chat alive. I want to thank you for everything. Thank you, my channel members and subscribers, for being here and growing the channel. And if you're new to the channel and want to grow the channel some more, hit that subscribe button and toggle that bell, because we go live Monday through Fridays on the channel, except this weekend, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'll be gone. Well, I don't do shows on Sundays, but I'll be on vacation. It's that time. You know. But with that, I want to remind you that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else, because you might be the change they need today. And with that all said, we're going to get to the sweet, sweet outro. Peace.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and